Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Sabre. Welcome back for some more Bang Shot basketball. Was ready to start the fourth period of the second game. But if you saw that video the other day where I had to foul, where 9 guys fouled out. So I have reread the rules, and there is a safe mode in the rules. However, it is really, really tough. Okay. It said, I'll just read a couple of them quick to you. Okay. A player or a team may play safe. When playing safe, always use the offensive side of the card, no matter what this says. Always use the offensive side. Okay, that's one bad thing. In addition, change all foul wall shooting and blocked results to baskets. Okay, roll a die to determine if it was a 2 point or 3 point. All turnover results are changed to 2 point baskets. Missed, assists, and fouls are played as normal. Okay, and then it goes on about three fouls being out in one quarter anyway. I developed this a little bit because this is really down it a little bit further. It says it is advisable to bench these players to avoid changing the results. So I like the 10-player mat. So this is what I designed only for the 10-player mat. It's like my safe version. Okay, in line. This is what I developed here. It's not very hard at all. Okay, any starter, that's the starting team, not the guys. I'll call these next 5 guys in the lineup the reserves. Okay. Any starter that gets 3 fouls in the first or second period is put on the reserve spot until the end of the half. Okay. So what he would do is like Darren Cook would go down here and Ramsey would move into there, relieving him. Sure, there's still chances that they're going to get dinged down here, but if so, so be it. The chances are a lot lower. Then, any starter with a first foul, the fourth foul, is on reserve until the end of the third period. Then I put in a stipulation. If that starter team losing, they may stay as a starter until the fifth foul is picked up. Okay, then any starter getting a fifth foul is put on reserve until the 6 minute remaining mark of the fourth period. Okay, and should he be on a reserve spot and get a foul, so be it, he gets fouled. That's like maybe he had to run in for a minute because the guy was out of breath or something. I don't know. But anyway, so far, I only instituted this at this halftime. I've only had one guy foul out. I'll show you what Birdsong here. Birdsong got into early trouble. He got 5 fouls before I even instituted this. So I moved him out of his spot down here and moved Darren Cook into it. Now he's been in this spot the whole thing and he has not fouled out yet, and he's got a couple points. Now at the 6 minute mark remaining, I can move him back to his primary spot because there'll be 6 minutes left. The players are going to go back in. If they foul out, they foul out. So we're going to get started here, and we got a close one going on. This is the New Jersey Nets and Boston. And at the end of the third, Boston's ahead 83-81. So here we go. They get it into Kevin McHale right off the bat. 63, and that's a missed shot. Okay, we got Hyatt G2, so this will be an offensive for 12, and his defense is 13. So the offensive rebound, he's looking where to pass it to. He's passing it up here. He's being watched by Bird. 34, and that's a missed shot. Both teams missing here. The high on offense. We're getting an offensive rebound. We'll see who the offensive rebound could be, because it could be one of these guys too. He's probably going to be him. Okay, so he gets the offensive rebound, and he's going to put it back up right away. And then it's a 2 through 7, and it's an 8, and he missed. So here's another rebound that goes to the defensive G2. Dennis Johnson with the rebound. Dennis got 8 rebounds this game. Looking forward. Okay, C2, let's go on the kite. He is an E, so he's passing it to B3 or B2. So he passes it into Bird, and Bird's being watched by his defender. 69, and that is a basket and no assist for Bird. '85. Jersey ball. They get it into Graminsky was in foul trouble, but he's back in because of the rule. He had 4, but he's back in. He can come in after the third. I believe that's how I got the rule working. Said Kaminsky, he was a big rebounder. He lost some time being out of the lineup. 0-2. That's a turnover, a foul if it's a 10 or 11. It is a 10. That's an offensive foul on Kaminsky. That is his 5th. So they call a timeout. Okay. Since that was his 5th, Kaminsky was put down here into the reserve section down here, and George Johnson was put into play. Kaminsky, if he has 5, he can come back in at the 6-minute mark if he doesn't foul out before then. So that's going to be an offensive foul and Boston ball in. That's 1. I'm being watched by Buck Williams, who's been doing a pretty fair job so far. 15. And that's a miss. Okay, Hyatt G2, the defensive +6. We already went through this one before, so this is going to be a defensive rebound by Cook, and I am keeping stats with these guys this time. Okay, Cook looking around, passes it over to Richardson, who's having a really good game. Now Wedman trying to keep an eye on him. 32, and that's a mess. But everybody's off right now. The rebound high at center. Okay, so we got Robert Parrish. He's got a 36. George Johnson's defense is the offense is a 33. So Robert Parrish with the rebound. Parrish looks around, but they can't fast break. So he says, okay, fires it into Wedman. Being watched by the center. All foul while shooting. 2 points with the basket. 24. And that's another miss. These guys are really off. They must be getting tired. And we're going high at F2, offense D6. Oh, so that's going to F2. So he's a 40. And his defense is a 21. So that's an offensive rebound by Kevin McHale. McHale pushing that. He looks around, gets the ball back, being watched by his defender. Says, I'm going to try to take a shot here. 09, and that's a basket and an assist for McHale. McHale gets that's 20 points already. 20-something points for McHale. Okay. And we're checking for the assist on the basket by Dennis Johnson. His 5th assist for the game. Okay, Jersey ball. Get to G1. Being watched by Wedman. Richardson, 34. And that's another miss by Richardson. Rebound defensive G1. It's Wedman with the rebound. Been doing okay, playing all right since he came in for Quentin Buckner, who fouled out. Okay. And he's going to G2 with it. Dennis Johnson taking a look. 79, and he is fouled by Darren Cook. Darren Cook is a reserve, so there would have been no impact on him anyway. So this is a ball non-shooting foul. So here we go, ball in Boston. They get it in the Bird. Okay, Larry. Wants to pick his scoring up a little bit here. 22, and he is fouled by Buck Williams. Wow. Here they go on a run. He is a starter. That's only his 2nd. Okay, so Diamond. Ball in. They get it into McHale this time. Going right down the line. They're testing everybody. We're going to get a foul on this guy, too. Okay, McHale, 18. And that's a basket. No assist, though. McHale's got to having a hot day shooting, folks. Playing them boards tough. That's ball. They get it into Richardson, but it's not into us. Being watched by Wedman. 79. And that is a basket and an assist. So that's Richardson with another basket. He's having a really nice day. Richardson. 89 to 83. Let's check the assist. It goes to Buck Williams. His fourth assist of the game. Okay, Boston ball in. They get it into the G2. Darren Cook taking a look at him. 71. And there's another foul on Darren Cook, folks. He is just run way beyond. That's his third. That's already their second because of the one was an offensive foul. Okay, ball in. Or else I didn't mark it. One of the two. Okay, going to G3 if the G1's minutes are less than 30. Okay, so it is going to G3. And that's gone. Rick Carlisle had moved up from the G4 spot. He's being guarded by the defensive center. Okay, Carlisle, 84. That's a turnover, offensive foul. If it's not, it's a turnover by Carlisle. Carlisle's in foul trouble. I got to check and see if timeout. Check. And oh, he's a reserve anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so they got a foul. Okay. Call it turnover. It's a bad pass out of bounds. So they're getting the ball back in. They get it into Corin. Being watched by Parrish. 91, and that's a block by Robert Parrish. His second block of the game. Okay, let's check the rebound. Defensive F1. That's Larry Bird with the rebound. If it had gone to Parrish, then it would have been awarded to the offense. Okay, so we're going Bird looking around. He gets it right back after a quick pass. He gets it back. He's going to try to take a shot. 60. And he misses that one. We got a loose ball foul. We got a loose ball foul on the defensive G2, and that is on Cook. Wow. Cook is already pushing it, folks. That's four. Three of them in this period. Okay? That's their third. Loose ball foul, ball in for Boston. They get it into McHale this time. Say he's been scoring. Let's go for it. 56, and it's a miss this time. And Larry Bird gets the rebound, an offensive rebound this time. Larry is in double figures with rebounds, so he's got a double going. Okay, Larry looking around. Where's he going to go with it? He gets it. It's going to F3 if the minutes is more than 19. F3 more than 19. No, it's not. So it's going to Larry. Being watched by Buck. 41. And that's a turnover. Steal 2 through 6. It's not. It's just a turnover by Bird. Okay, we flip over on the turnover. It's poor ball handling. They're getting it into their C2. And this is Graminsky. This is where he could get in trouble here. Being watched by the defender, which is Greg Kite. Okay. 75. And that's a missed shot by Graminsky. And we're going to go to the defensive C2 and then we're going to go fast break. Okay, so that's Kite with the rebound. Whenever a reserve takes a shot, I award the rebound to a reserve. That's why Kite got that one. Now Boston's going fast break. It's a 2-point for number. Scott Wedman up and in with the baskets. The low scoring game here, folks. Okay, we'll go over here for the assist. We're going to give the assist to Bird. His third of the game. Okay, Jersey ball. B2. They don't have a B2. They have a B3. Okay, so it's going to F1. Buck Williams. Oh, 9. That's a miss. Okay, high at center, defense +6. So we got Robert Parrish is going to be a 42, and his offense is 33. So this is Robert Parrish with the rebound. His 6th of the game. He's looking around. He fires it over to McHale. Being watched closely by O'Kieran. 35. And that's foul while shooting. Okay, so Kieran gets the foul. That's his first of the game. Okay, so we're going to be foul while shooting. McHale's got 0 through 40. Only he'll make it. And he missed the shot. So he's getting 2 free throws. 97 is a terrible miss by McHale. And then 51, and he makes it. Okay, Jersey ball back in again. Get to the 6-minute mark. Going to F3. F3, he is not a year D, so it's going into him. Being watched by the defender, Cedric Maxwell. Albert King, 91, and that is a basket, but no assist, but King puts it up and in for his second basket of the game. 92-85, Boston ball. They get it in the Parrish. Be it. In this one, we got a remark on change a miss to a 2-point basket. That's always nice to have that. 19. And he is fouled by Richardson. Wow, they are racking. That's Richardson's 4th. Okay, and I got to check my thing on this one. That's their 4th. He's a starter. He can stay in an active starter role in my corner of my thing until he picks up his 5th, since they are losing. Okay. Okay, so that was Richardson. Just with the right. What do we do here? 19. No, not what it was. 19 was over here. It was just a non-shooting foul. So Boston ball back in again. It's time to get it in. Dennis Johnson. 96. And that is a basket. We're going to see if it's a three or not. And if it's below 24 or below, it's a basket. And it is a 3 for Dennis Johnson, the only 3 of the game. I don't know why they're so rare with me, but they are. No assist. 95-85. Nets are feeling the pressure now. Boston fans, we're going to C2. If the minutes are more than 19, they are not, so we're just going to the center. Grant Johnson. 4. And that's a foul on George Johnson. They are just racking him up now. He's a reserve. That's 4, so he can stay right there. Okay, and that is their 5th of the period already. And Boston hasn't had one. All right, here we go. Boston ball in. They get it into Dennis Johnson. The Cook. 16. And that is a basket. And it's going to be an assist, but we're going to see if it's a 3, if it's below 2 or below. No, it's not. So it's a 2-point basket with an assist. Dennis Johnson having a nice, he just hit a 3. Okay, checking the assist on the play. No, not him, so it's going to be Scott Wedman with the assist. That's Scott's 3rd. Nets still struggling here. They're sinking. They get it into Richardson. Being watched by Bird. Looking at Bird card 21. And that's a block by Larry. Larry's 2nd block of the game. A rebound. Out of bounds, ball awarded to the home team. So it's a Boston inbounds. They get it into McHale. 57, and that's a missed shot. And the rebound. It goes to the defensive center, and they're going to fast break. Okay, they're going. That's George Johnson with the rebound. And they are going to fast break. It's a turnover by Mike O'Clearin. Okay, we need a card so we'll count them until we get a dead ball. We got a turnover, bad pass out of bounds, going into B3. We don't have a B3, so they're going back to McHale again. And being watched by O'Kieran. Kieran 05, and that's a basket and an assist by McHale. And then there'll be a TV timeout after we get this all racked up here. And an assist by Scott Whitman. Well, we got a TV timeout. It's going to be in the Jersey ball out because we're at the 6-minute mark. Otis Birdsong returned from the reserve thing, and Kaminsky returned from the reserve thing. So they're in there with 5 fouls each. And so could be out fouling out at any time now. And here we go. Jersey ball in. We're going to go to G3 if minutes played more than 19. He is going to G3. Being watched by the defensive center. Parrish. 46, and that's a missed shot. And the rebound. Hyatt F1, defense F6. This will be him. I've already checked. This is 44. Buck Williams is not going to be close to that. So that's a rebound by Larry Bird. Larry looking around the court. And he passes, he gets the ball back again. Being watched by Kaminsky. Bar's going to try to draw him into a foul. 81, and it's a missed shot. And the rebound goes to Buck Williams, and they're going to go fast break. Okay, fast break in. And the fast break is held up. So Williams looking around, he passes it in to Kaminsky, who just came back, got back onto the active status. Being watched by McHale. Kaminsky, 59. The middle numbers are tough. That's a missed shot. Defensive center, we got Robert Parrish getting the rebound. They're going to go fast break. Fast break. Basket by G1. A through E are held up. They're both B's, so it's held up. And they're going to set up. G3. Going to Carlisle. He's not a D or an E, so he's not going to be passing to anybody. G3. Kelvin Ramsey on him. 92. And it's a foul on Kelvin Ramsey. Okay. Here's what we got going now. That's his second. That's their sixth. They are in the penalty. So Rick Carlisle is going to shoot 2. 75. He makes the first one. 41 makes the second one. Oh, we got a reset. Let me see. Reset home. Deposit because I couldn't figure out how to make it. It's 101 to 85 now. Jersey ball in. And we're in the last 6 minutes of the game. They get it into O'Kieran. Being watched. Wait a minute. F4. F4. You see a D or E is a D. And so he passes the B1 or B2. There is no B1 or B2 out on the court. And so he's not going to be passing to anybody. Okay, so Kieran's going to be staying right there. Look, watched by McHale. Okay, 68. And that's a miss. A rebound. Goaltending on the away team. So Kieran's going to get credited with a goal. on the goaltending, or on the basket, not a goal. Okay, still Boston ball in though. Okay, go. Dennis Johnson being watched by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's getting in a little bit too much action here. 36, that's a basket for Dennis Johnson, who's having a wonderful game. No assist on it. 103.87. Okay, to get it into Birdsong is back on the court full time right now. Birdsong, 26, and that's a missed shot. Okay, Larry Bird with the rebound. Larry Bird is just tearing the rebounds up again this game. Okay, and he's looking around. He gets it into G4 if his minutes are more than 9. We don't have a G4, so it's going right into the Dennis Johnson. Being watched by him. Dennis Johnson, 93. A great pass by Johnson. Mark the assist here. We'll see who gets the bucket. The high or the center. Okay. And we're going to go high first. We look at their scoring. That's probably going to be Bird, 29. So that's going to be Bird with the basket. Jersey ball. Get it into Kaminsky. I'm trying to get Kaminsky and Birdsong into the game more often, it looks like. Okay, Kaminsky, that they're both sitting on 5 fouls. 37, that's a basket, no assists. So Kaminsky gets a basket. He's played a good game scoring and rebounding wise. Okay, Boston ball in. Get it into Bird. Buck Williams checking on 90. That's a block by Buck Williams. His first block of the game. The rebound, offensive F2. Okay, so we got an offensive rebound by Michael Kieran. Okay, and he's looking around the pass here. Going to C2. Going to Johnson. Being watched by Kite. 28. That's a missed shot. And the defensive G3. And so Rick Carlisle with the rebound. Yeah, we're looking around. Passes it up to Johnson. 83. And that's a foul by Birdsong, and he is fouled out. Timeout. Okay, so Birdsong fouled out. Darren Cook moved up from that reserve spot into there to cover. He's still considered a reserve as far as this playing safe rules goes that I developed. Okay, we got Boston ball in. They're going to get into the center. Parrish being watched by Kaminsky. Will he foul out? 55. And that's a block by Kaminsky. His second block of the game. The rebound goes to offensive F2. So it's McHale. Got the rebound. He's in the pretty almost close to double figures, and now he's going to try to put it back up 2 through 8. And McHale puts it up and in. No assist on the offensive rebound. Big scoring day for McHale. 107.89. Nets feeling kind of hopeless right now. They get it into O'Kieran being watched by McHale. 88, and that is a basket and an assist. So Kieran gets another basket. Nice for him. And an assist on the play by Kaminsky or Gaminsky. Okay, Boston ball. Going to G3 if the G1 minutes was less than 25. It is, so it's going to G3. Going to Carlisle. Being watched by the defensive G2, Cook. 65. That's a foul on Darren Cook. That's his fifth. So Carlisle's going to be shooting two because they're in the penalty. 66, and that basket is good. The second one is good. So Carlisle makes both of them again. No, here comes the Nets. Time running off the clock. Get it in the Cook. 38. And that's a missed shot. Okay, Hyatt, F1 and F2. Okay, we got these are going to be defense on this side, so it's going to be 38 and 33. And it's going to be 15 and 36. So that's Larry Bird with that defensive rebound. Wow, 14 rebounds. Scoring ain't as high as it was last game, but it's got 14 rebounds. Okay, we're going to G1. Got Wedman. Looking at Wedman's card, 93, and that's a turnover offensive foul. No, it's not. It's just a turnover by Wedman. When the game's over, I'll do a pause. I'll do some stats and come back with you. Okay, so we got the turnover. That's a traveling. So they're getting the ball back in. They're getting it into Buck Williams. 82. And that's a basket. It's a 9 or less. It's a 3. It is not 9 or less. Okay. So it's a 2-point basket. And it was 82 on there, so no assist. So that's Buck Williams with the basket. He's got over 20 points. Boston. In the Bird. Oh, 7. Foul ball shooting by Buck Williams. That's his third. They're already in the penalty, so we don't need to count it. So Bird can make a 3-pointer or a 2. Okay. So we got to first turn this over. And if the D6 is a 3, it's a 3. Now he's shooting a 2. Now we're going to flip one over to check on shooting the 2 through 37's his number. And he missed it. So Bird's shooting 2 free throws. 72 makes the first one. 84. 84 around the rim and off. Bird misses. Wow. No, it's 2 through 11. No, he made it. 2 through 11 makes it. All right, so Bird made both of them. This is his first free throws of the game. 111, 93. And that's what said they would have loved to get up to at least 100. Kern. It's got a mixed match right now with him. 50. And there's a foul on Scott Wedman. It's Wedman's second, and it's their first of the period. It's a non-shooting foul. Ball back in. F4. Is he an E? He's not an E, so he's getting it. F4. Being watched by ML Carr. 07. And that's a foul on ML Carr. It's first of the game. Of course, he hasn't played all that much. They're second of the period. Ball in for the Nets. F4 if F2's minutes are lower than 30. They are. So it's going to F4 again. This time it's in. This time it's being watched by the center. Okay, Jeff Turner. 23. Foul while shooting. There's Robert Parrish with the foul. Robert's fourth. See a lot of fouls piling up right now while your guys are watching. That's their third of the period. Foul ball shooting. Let's see what he can only shoot a 2, so we're just going to go for the 2. All right. And it's 0 to 32. And he misses, so he's shooting 2. Turner, 87. 7 through 12. He missed that shot. 43, and he makes the second one. His first points of the game. Their reserve guys haven't done much at all. Okay. Go Boston ball. We got probably less than a minute left here. G1. All right, Richardson. 77. That's a basket by Scott Wedman. Wedman's in. Oh, I thought he was in double figures. He's not. No assist on the play. 113.94. They are not going to get. It's going to F3. It's going to Albert King. Being watched by the defender, Cedric Maxwell. 96. And there's a foul. Cedric Maxwell. Boy, Boston just piled them up here in this towards the end there. That's their fourth. Okay, it's a non-shooting foul though. Wasting the time here to get it into Cook. 13. And fouled while shooting. Dennis Johnson. Well, look at these fouls pile up. Holy crap. Dennis Johnson with the foul. That's their fifth. While shooting. Let's see. He can only shoot at 2. So let's see if he makes the 2. 33. No, he missed it. So he's getting 2 free throws. 72 is good. 62 is good. So Cook makes both free throws. His first points of the game. Okay. Boston ball in. They get it into McHale. Being watched by the center. 24. And that's a basket by McHale with no assists. McHale with a big game. Okay. Ball in. They get it into Buck Williams. Buck Williams, 65. And that's a basket. It's 9 or less, it's a 3. It's going to be in the system. 9 or less is a 3. It's not, so you got a 2-point basket. Buck Williams. And he was fouled, right? No, it was just a basket. I don't know what I was reading the first one. 65. Yeah, but he got the 2-pointer, and it isn't there. There's an assist on it. So Buck Williams with the basket. The assist runs the time off on it. And then assist by Richardson. Richardson's had 9 assists this game. Okay. Boston ball. This is going to be the end of it. F1. Bird. This one here, the change of foul to shooting. Bird's got the ball. What's he going to be doing here with the time, with the clock running off? And he puts a shot up. It's missed. And that is the game. Be right back. Celtics are now 1-1 on this replay 1984. This little system I put in place reduced it a lot. I only had 2 guys file out, and then Buckner filed out earlier in the third because I didn't get this system activated until the halftime. And then Otis Birdsong fouled out with less than 6 minutes left in the game. But their big score was that Richardson up there. He had 21 points and 9 assists, almost a double-double. Second, no, it wasn't the big score. The big score was Buck Williams with 23. And Buck had 8 rebounds. So they had no double-doubles on that, but their bench only scored 10. That hurt them. Down here, Quentin Buckner, when he fouled out, was 6. Getting a chance to play, he had 5 assists. 25 points for Dennis Johnson. Dennis had 8 rebounds and 6 assists in the game. What a good game that is. Then we got Chief Parrish, always just steady, 8 points and 7 rebounds. And then we got Larry Bird he only had 18 points this time, but he had a double-double as he had 14 rebounds. And then we had Kevin McHale, the big scorer for them, with 31. And Kevin had 9 rebounds, almost had a double-double. But on their bench, as you look down on their bench down here, they scored 27 compared to the bench for the Nets 10. So I'm much happier now. The only thing that I would say is you got to have some sort of a safe rule of the way it's playing right now because the fouls are just coming like crazy, and there shouldn't be that many fouls in the game. But I will live with it because I like the game and I like using the 10-player mat. So I developed something to help get myself past the anguish. I hope all of you enjoyed this. I hope you learned a little bit about the foul systems. And take care of yourselves out there. Be kind to each other and stay safe.